Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. You have just logged on to
Mark and Michaela Online.
We are here with you tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Hello. I think I'm playing the video again. Carrie, go ahead and do the intro for me.
We're taking the intro again, ladies and gentlemen. And lassies from all over. Welcome to Mark and Michaela Online, your place for life, love,
and everything in between. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are here every single Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we are on the hottest, the sexiest, and the most transformational internet radio station on the web, nightlightradio.com. We are here with you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's give ourselves another round of applause for being here. Thank you very much.
Yes.
We are here. Thank you. So exciting. I love to hear the crowd cheer us on.
I like the way you looked when you said the sexiest radio. You looked at me, so I'm hoping I was the inspiration for that.
You were the inspiration for that. And for those of you guys who are on your smartphones, listening via iTunes Top 40 Radio, TuneIn Radio app, and Radio Loyalty, I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Isn't your hair just looking spectacular tonight?
Oh my
Very sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, on this hot, steamy, thunderstorm, wet night where the rain is in the air, she still looks amazingly beautiful.
Why, thank you so much. And if I did not tie my hair up in a lovely little braid to the side, I would Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it. Oh, sorry, I'm taking it back.
Mufasa.
I feel for you. I think I love you. Boom, chicka doom, chicka doom, chicka doom. What am I pressing
easy
here?
girl.
Okay,
Easy.
I had to sing the rest of the song. So excited to have you here. Wow,
you're right on that one.
He just buzzed me. We are super excited to have you here with us. Thank you so much. Tonight, we are starting a 3-part series.
A threesome, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, we are. You know what? I'm going to clap for that again. We are starting a threesome / 3-part series tonight on how to get your mojo back. How to bring the sexy back.
Yeah, baby.
Into your life
Smashing,
and into
baby.
your relationships. Can I hear an amen? Who are here with us? Okay, because sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
And we lose our mojo. And sometimes we're in long-term relationships. And what happens?
Baby, I lost my mojo.
I lost my mojo. I've lost my mojo. And you know what? That shit happens. Oh, excuse me. It happens.
That's French.
But tonight, we're going to focus specifically on, yes, we're going to talk about finding your mojo again and getting that sexy back.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically, we're going to be talking about all sales are final. All sales are final.
Lovely to look at, lovely to hold, but if you should take them, consider them sold.
You know what? I don't care what damn hot. I just want to rip this shirt off.
Leave the shirt off. Let's leave the shirt off. These
All
buttons will
sales
come
are
up.
final. You got them.
Keep them.
Now keep them. You went through all that trouble to get them. You went through all that trouble to get her. Keep them. Keep them happy. Keep them engaged.
How
Keep
do you
them
keep the music playing?
How we keep the music playing.
Lord help us. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble
No, I'm serious.
when you're perfect in every way.
You know, it is so true. Nothing wrong with having self-esteem. But here's the thing. You went through all the trouble to get him or her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to know from the guys that are in the chat room right now. We're going to bring them into the chat room in
Gio.
a second. We're going to bring it there in a second. But I want to know from the guys in the chat room. You go through all the trouble of getting her,
Yes.
right? You're whining, you're dying, you're 69. A year in.
There's no more 69. I know.
A year in. You're like, honey.
Uh-huh.
Why? How come you're not whining me? How come you're not dining me? And how come you're not 69ing me anymore? What's going on? So you found the love of your life, right?
Yes.
You found the woman or the man that you are gonna spend your life with. You made the decision to choose to settle down with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then life happens.
life happens. Kids get in the way. Work gets in the way.
Right,
The
yes.
flat tire. All the stuff that happens in life. And you choose that over the woman or the man that you spent the first three months or 6 months of getting that person on board to build that relationship. So the mojo is out the window because you're now making a choice to do something else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
you're
we've
making a
all
choice.
gone through great lengths to land this
The plane.
person, right? To land the plane, right? We've gone through all of this mess to land this person and to keep this wonderful person with you. And then what happens? Why do we stop doing those special things? What happens to us? Why do we get so complacent? What happens? I want to know from you guys. Why are we getting complacent? That's what I want for the relationship to have. We need to have more of the and then you'll have
kids cheering.
happy wife, happy life.
Oh my goodness gracious me. That is so true. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've all done this. We've all had that relationship where we've stepped in, we've showed up, we've wined, we've dined, we've 69, and we stop and why that person's not responding to us, why they don't love us, why they don't treat us the way they were treating, why they don't make us dinner, why he doesn't take me out for dinner anymore, why he's not getting me flowers.
Why is he acting different now?
Why aren't we dancing? Why aren't we going out on the weekends? Why aren't we going to the movies the way we used to? Why don't we sit and talk?
What has changed? What happened? Why does this happen? So tonight we're talking about all sales are final. You bought it, now keep it. Okay, you break it, and then you buy it. Is that how it goes? You break it, you bought it?
Lovely to look at, lovely to hold. If you should buy it, if you should break it, consider it sold.
That is so adorable.
I heard that from
I love that. But before we go any further, we want to say hello to all of our friends and
in the chat room,
family, and all of our crazy participants and listeners. We're going to bring it over to Chat Room Honor Society and see who we have in the chat room tonight. Yes!
In the chat room tonight on Monday, the July hot wet night. The water is everywhere. I can feel it
so hot and
seeping through my
steamy.
pores. It's unbelievable. I think we should put on the AC in here.
Yes, I think the AC needs to come back
yes,
on. Who do we have in the chat room
in
with
the chat
us
room
tonight?
We have Bat 196.
We have Bat
196.
196.
Turn that around, 169.
169
Yeah, I know that's right.
is here. Now we can start the party. Bat is
Hello,
here.
Bat.
Thank you so much for being here. Now we can start the party. Who else do we have in the chat room with us esta noche?
Esta noche. Well, I like the sound of that.
Esta
That's lovely.
noche.
Esta noche.
I
We also
like
have
it.
the one and only, the incomparable, the inimitable, the irrepressible, Mr. Gio Jazz.
Jazz is here with us
in the house.
tonight.
Gio.
Oh, that's actually a good one.
It ain't working.
No,
All
it's
right.
not working. How about that? For Gio Jazz, thank you so much for being here, Gio Jazz.
Thank you,
Who else
Gio.
do we have in the chat room with us tonight?
Of course, we have our amazingly talented, incredible
I'm feeling
energy.
this, yes.
She's got the energy of an angel.
Yes.
Zuli 77.
77 is here in the chat room. If I can make these hand claps work, and there it is. Zuli is here. Now we can start the party. And now,
It's your nails, babe.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Zuli, since you are here, we dedicate this night to you, and we want you to be the guru of all things sexiness in this chat room. You have to help us.
Yes.
All of us get our mojo.
Zuli. Help the mojo, baby. Help the mojo, because we need to feel some. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What's wrong with this thing?
No, no.
No.
And
Yes, yes. Woman.
No. And we're done. Who else do we have in the chat
No,
room?
that's working. We have, of course, we have our Anons, or Anons. We have Anon 4486.
Oh, we're not calling them out.
We're not calling them
We're
out?
not calling them out. No.
Pick a name,
Anons do
people.
not get shout-outs.
Anon, pick a name.
Anons do not
4486,
get
pick a name.
shout-out.
And 3825, pick another
What? What did I just say?
Yeah, baby.
I just told him Anons do not get shout-outs. Now,
want
guys
it
who are
spanked.
already in the chat room, explain to the Anons why do they do not get shout outs. We are an interactive show, so your job is to put a name. It doesn't have to be your real name. It could be any name. But if you don't put your name in the chat room,
Long Dong Silver.
I like that one. If you don't put your name in the chat room, then we are not going to shout you out. You're bad, and we're going to spank you later after the show.
I'm sorry, we're getting a spanking here.
Oh, you know what? We are getting a spanking. I'm feeling that's.
I'm liking this show.
I'm really liking it too.
All right, so let's back to the mojo, baby.
Thank you to you guys for being here with us. And for those of you guys who are not in the chat room but are listening through your iPads and your tablets and your smartphones via iTunes Radio, TuneIn Radio app, and Radio Loyalty, thank you so much. We can see you clicking, so we know you are listening. So thank you so much for being here. So let's get back to the nitty-gritty now. Okay.
Nitty-gritty. We also have one more person in the chat room. We have Cookie in the chat room.
Cookie is in the chat room right now. That means we got to have the party start right now because Cookie is here with us. And I want to ask you guys this. Who in the chat room doesn't like a cookie every now and again? Yeah, baby.
Cookie's going to have friends.
I like
Definitely.
it. I like it. Okay, so yes. All sales are final. You went through all the trouble of getting the guy of your dreams.
You made him long for you. You made him want you. You made him desire. You made him think about nothing else but you. Then what happened? Then what stopped?
What happened?
What the hell happened?
Why does that stop? I want to know. Are there ways to enhance the passion in your relationship once things have died down a little bit? Is there ways to enhance the passion? You're a year in, you're 5 years in, maybe you're 10 years in.
The 7-year itch is itching, and it's dying to be
It's I want to know. Mark Logue, tell us. Is there a way for us to get this going?
Is there a way for us to get going? 100%. Everybody has gone through that 7-year itch. Everybody has gone through that period of time where we don't really know what is going on, and that love is gone, and that's why they've been sung the way they've been sung. Why? What's that song they sing? You don't bring me flowers.
You don't sing me love songs. You hardly talk to me
anymore.
Now, we want to know this because, look, we've all been in long-term relationships. I know I have. I know my darling Mark Logue has. Everybody in the chat room has had those long-term relationships happen. But we go through all of these crazy ups and downs. We do everything that we can to land this person and to get them to notice us. The guys go through the same thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
To get the girl?
Absolutely. Look, as a man, you drive crazy sports cars. You've taken them on crazy trips. You've taken them to fancy restaurants. You've taken them dancing. You've taken them on cruises. We've gone on boat trips, tops off the Empire State Building. You name it, and go to heights and depths to get that woman into their life. Any man out there in the chat room, tell me you haven't done that. Tell me, you know what, guys in the chat room, give me an idea of some of the things you've done to get that woman for that first month, that first 3 months.
Too.
Did you go skydiving? Did you go bungee jumping? Did you do something that you normally don't do to get her?
Mark
goes out.
Mark Logue, I want to know, what is the craziest thing
here we go.
that you have done?
I think I got a phone call, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to know what is the craziest thing you've done to get a woman to be to sign on to the Mark Logue experience.
I told her to move in with me the first night I met her.
Oh, snap.
I did.
Wow.
I did. I knew this was the woman for me.
Do we have any feedback in the chat room on this? Because that is absolutely...
The first night, the first dance, and that's not something I would normally do, but in this particular situation, I was okay. I've got room in my closet. I've got spare drawers, and if you're up for it, I've got a spare key. On the first date.
What? Get the hell out of here.
Absolutely.
Are you out your damn mind?
It doesn't get much crazier than that.
Wow. That's definitely...
What about you, spicy lady?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Who, me? Puerto Rican spice?
Yeah, Puerto Rican spice.
The craziest thing that I've done, okay, or one of the things that I've done to get a guy to sign on to this craziness that is me here is I've actually like read or just studied basketball
Oh boy.
and like actually got savvy on basketball because I
Yes.
knew that this person liked basketball and I had no interest in it aside from going to the game and having fun at the game
Yes.
live. But I knew nothing about basketball, but I actually went out of my way to learn basketball.
That's impressive.
And of course, you know, a year in,
Yes.
it's like, yeah, honey, let's watch the basketball game. And I'm like,
No.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I'm not really that into it.
Crickets. Yes. But that, Michaela, that's something that.
But that's what we're talking
That's
about
what
tonight, though, right?
That's it. We go in with one personality. We would go in with one set of beliefs and values. We go in with one modus operandi, one way to operate. And then 6 months, 9 months in, we change that operation. And then we wonder why, when we get to that point, that there's been a shift in the relationship. Why she's not showing up. Because you're not showing up that way. Guys, gentlemen in the chat room, help me out on this one. Have you found that? Have you showed up one way where you're her knight on a white horse, you're her knight in shining armor, and then all of a sudden, off comes the armor, out comes the stink,
off comes the armor, out comes the belly.
out comes the belly. That's true. The six-pack is gone because it was actually a steel plate that you were covering.
The six-pack is nowhere near to be found. And here's the thing. Guys in the chat room and people who are listening on their smartphones, what happens when all of the tricks and all of the moves in the bedroom the first 6 months to a year,
Yes.
right? She's doing her like,
Chandeliers.
she's swinging out those chandeliers. He's doing moves that he didn't even know he knew how to do.
Yes. You tore a hamstring one night on a weekend.
I know somebody always gets hurt.
There's always an
Somebody
accident.
always gets hurt. But you do all of your moves in the bedroom. You just, and you know what? There are guys out there, and I'm not going to get too graphic, but there are guys out there who really don't like to go down on a woman, but they'll go down on her at the beginning. just to seal the deal.
Yeah.
And then 6 months to a year in,
Like, I'm not touching that.
they're like, yeah, but that's not really my thing.
It's called false advertising.
That is so false advertising. So tonight we're going to cover all of that stuff.
Yeah.
All sales are final. You broke it, you bought it, you're in the relationship. How do we keep those fires burning? And if you do lose your mojo, and all of us at one point or another
We all do. We all have.
how do we get that mojo back?
Can you get it back?
Can you get it back? And can you rekindle the fires in the bedroom with your significant other?
Yes.
That's what I want to know. Keep it locked right here. We're going to go to a quick music break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about, that initial attraction, that initial thing that makes, it's not even a fire. It's like a raging, roaring.
It's a raging bull.
It's raging. Okay, you first meet that attraction that bonds you to each other. What happens? What are men really attracted to? What are women really attracted to?
Boobies.
You know what? I like that. I'll clap for that. I will clap for that. But keep it locked right here. When we come back, we're going to talk about the whole science and breakdown of attraction and why and feminine. What do we both look for? We're looking for different things when we're looking for love. Interesting.
Looking for nub in all the wrong places.
Looking for nub. Ooh, am I doing this right?
Too many places.
I am doing it now. Okay,
Cookie.
keep it locked right here on Mark and Michaela online. We will be right back. Do not go away.
I've lost my mind.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. You have just logged on to Mark and Michaela, your show for life, love,
And everything in between.
We are here every Monday from 8 to 10, of course, on the hottest and the most mojoist internet radio station on the web, nightlineradio.com. You are here with us.
Thank you.
We are here with you. Thank you so much for being here. Yes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I've lost my mojo.
Nightline Radio hasn't. They have their mojo.
No, Nightline Radio
This place
has
is
their mojo.
mojolicious.
We are Mojolicious here. We are so excited to have you here tonight. Tonight we are talking about all sales are final. You got them.
Now keep them.
Now keep them. You went through all the trouble to find this significant other, this love of your life, the person you've been waiting for, the one.
The one and only.
The one and
He's the
only.
one. She's the one.
And then 6 months in, you stop doing the things you used to do to get them.
You stop showing
Thumbs
up.
down.
Showing up. You can't change the game plan. Look at the World Cup. The teams who won, Germany won the whole thing because they were consistent from the first kick of the ball until the final kick in the 120th minute. That's why they won the World Cup. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you stay consistent and true to yourself, like we're having a great discussion in the chat room, stay true to yourself, you won't lose the mojo. But once you do lose the mojo, can you get it back?
We want to know from you guys in the chat room. Once you lose that groove, can you get your groove back? Once you've stopped doing all of the things that you did to get them in the first place, 6 months pass, a year pass, 5 years pass, a mortgage happens,
Kids.
maybe a couple of kids
Work.
happen, work happens,
2 cars.
illnesses
A
happen.
garage.
You name it. What else?
A lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Doing yard work.
Laundry on a Saturday morning.
Laundry and once all of those non-sexalicious things happen, can you get your mojo back? Can you
Yes.
get that look at each other from across the kitchen
Can you
and
still
rip
get
each
spanked?
other's clothes off? Ooh,
Ooh, I'm
I
still
had to
getting
smack
spanked.
that. I had to smack that little ass just now. I had to smack that booty.
It's tight and white and it's all right.
I like that. It's tight and white and it's all right. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I want to bring it over to the chat room to see who we have in here. I know you guys are already debating and throwing ideas back and forth. Who do we have in the chat room? Mark Lowe, tonight.
Tonight we have, of course, our good friend, the inimitable, the incomparable, the Mr. Geo Jazz.
Mr. G.O. Jazz is here.
He's in the house.
He's the master of disaster. Yes. He's here with us. I love that one. Who else do we have?
All right, thank you for that. And of course, we have our good friend Zuli77.
Zuli is here with us. Thank you so much for being here, Zuli. Now we can get the party started.
All right. Why is this bloody thing not working? There we go. For Zuli, this is for you, honey. That's for you,
That's
Zuli.
always for Zuli.
That's
Zuli
always
gets
for
special
Zuli.
treatment here. Who else do we have?
And of course, we have our good friend tonight, Cookie. Cookie, this is for you,
Cookie
baby.
is here.
Hopefully, it's for you.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I'm not sure if Cookie has a big butt or not, but I don't care because she is smoking hot.
We say that with love, Cookie. We say that with love. Just for you. Just for you.
Thank you so much
Nice.
for being here. Okay, so for those of you guys who are also listening from your smartphones and watching us and listening to us from your iPads and your tablets and that you are watching and listening to us from, thank you so very much.
Thank
We
you.
love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
clicking through. We see you. We feel you. Thank you for clicking through.
We love you.
So,
Okay, so you went through all this trouble to get the man and the woman of your dreams, right? But let's break down in steps how we got there to begin with, right?
salsa or swing or cha-cha? What are we talking about?
I was talking about the Wine Dine 69.
Oh,
but that
okay,
was
Wine
the
Dine
swing.
69, yes. Okay, Wine Dine 69, which could come from swing, upside down. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. I want to actually see that happen.
Yes.
I want to see that happen. Okay, so masculine and feminine. How does attraction work? Because men are attracted to different things than women are initially when we first
Really?
meet, right?
Sometimes. There are overlaps. There are overlaps, yes, I will agree.
So I want to know, what do men look for when they to another woman? And what do women look for when they are attracted? Because you know what? Attraction comes from Mother Nature, doesn't it?
Attraction is built into us. It's a default mechanism. So you're attracted to a certain type of man default-wise from Mother Nature from the time you were a little girl. You have a type, Michaela.
I like the tall, strapping Irish type. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. And yes.
Yes. And of course,
Tall and strapping Irish type.
I have a type. We all have this type, and people look and they say, "Where did you get this from? Where did this come from?" It came from Mother Nature. It didn't come from our societal upbringing. It didn't come from our parents necessarily. It came from Mother Nature. Mother Nature has a plan to help you procreate and help you survive and help you reproduce.
I don't know about you guys, but when he says procreate, am I the only one that's like, ooh? Guys and the ladies in the chat room, procreate. Maybe some people are like, hell no. I don't want that. Procreating is not what I want to do.
Hell no. Hell no, I won't go.
Hell no, no. Okay, so attraction. What men find attractive in a woman versus what a woman finds attractive in a man.
But we have to mention Geo Jazz in the chat room. He is very attracted to perfect Latina booty.
I like it. This is what I'm talking about. Okay.
Love it, Gio.
Now, I'm going to adjust my top here because I'm having a little malfunction.
Yes.
Some people are attracted to the perfect Latina booty. So how many of you guys in the chat room or listening are booty men, and how many in the chat room are every other body part men?
Well, let's go through. Let's go through.
Okay.
Let's go through.
So
Not necessarily in order, but this is a list of things that men will find attractive in a
what
woman.
men find attractive in a woman. How about I do one and you do one? So what a woman finds attractive in a man and what a man
baby.
finds attractive
Yeah, baby.
in a woman. And you guys chime in the chat room and want to know, what do you find attractive in the opposite sex? Maybe one of the first things that you notice about them. So do you want to go first, my darling Mark Logue?
Smile.
Ooh, I like the
Big
smile
butt.
thing.
The smile will melt a man's heart. A genuine smile. Helen of Troy. It's rumored that Helen of Troy's smile is what started the army.
No.
Started the war that launched 1,000 ships.
Get out of
It
here.
was her, do you want me to leave right now?
Actually, no, please don't go. Please don't go.
Please don't go.
Please
So a
don't go.
smile. Men in the chat room, tell me if I'm wrong. Will a smile bring a flutter to your heart? Because it brings a flutter to my heart.
I like the smile too. I'll give you that one. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Turn off the track is still playing. Okay, it will be getting turned off shortly.
Shortly.
Yes,
Sorry, Zuli.
just because they're in a delay. Remember?
Oh,
So-
they're on the delay. Yes. Okay. Got
Yeah, so it will get turned off shortly. So, okay, so you smile, okay. I like the smile too. But I want to know how many of you guys, ladies in the chat room, do you notice a guy's eye? So you see him across the room, or you see him at the bar, or you see him at the restaurant, or you see him wherever in the party, and you go, I'm starting to feel a little something. I'm feeling
the
I look
tingle.
into his eyes and my panties light on fire. Zuli, have you ever had your panties light on fire
Yes.
with a guy that has beautiful eyes?
Jazz is love it. He says, "I love expressive eyes, and they're the window to the soul."
Yes.
Yes.
We
Very
love
true.
that.
Very true.
We love that. Okay, so give me your next thing that you notice about a woman. What you find attractive in a woman?
Hair.
Oh, interesting. I like that one.
Absolutely. Hair. Doesn't necessarily have to be long. It doesn't necessarily have to be short. But hair is a big attractive quality when I look at a woman. I see that hair, and it's either a turn on or it's a massive turn off.
Oh, so it could potentially be a turn off as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, but it's not about length, right?
It's not
It's
necessarily
really about
length.
presentation.
Yes.
Does it flatter the woman's face? Maybe it falls gently on her shoulder. Maybe it kind of, goes across. It's a little on the longer side.
Yeah, I'm getting a little warm in here.
You know-
Can we put on the AC, please?
I want to know from you guys in the chat room, Halle Berry always rocks a short hairdo. Do you have any type of aversion to the Halle Berry sexy little short hairdo.
No, absolutely not.
So the hair is not about it being long. It's just about how it frames
It
a woman.
frames her face. Does it accentuate? Does it accentuate the positive with her? And she's got beautiful features, so the short hair works with her as well as the long hair. But she keeps it neat. And she's healthy looking. Her hair is healthy and shiny
So
looking.
you mean no bald spots?
No bald spots, no clumps. Not like the girl from Orange is the New Black. That hairdo. You know that girl?
Orange is the New
She's got
Black with the little
spiky hairdo.
spikes.
Yes, that's have me running.
Direction. You know, it's funny, ladies in the chat room. I know Mark mentioned hair. I have a thing with men's hair too. I'd like him to have some. Is that bad?
You know, that's interesting because women.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No. And women are also attracted to bald men.
And I was just about to say that.
very much.
You know, I'd like him, as a personal preference, I like the guy to have some hair. Even if he's a little bit on the thinner side, I'm okay with that. But if you are rocking what do we call it? The ring of fire. If you're rocking the ring of fire. If you have the ring of fire, you know, ladies, the ring of fire that is like the hair just on the bottom part and the top part is shiny. I'm okay with the ring of fire as long as the guy shaves the whole thing and rocks the baldy head.
Yes.
I like that. I like the bald head.
And why do women like the bald head? Nature, Mother Nature again.
Because we picture a child going through our uterus. Is that wrong?
Oh Lord, help us.
I know that's wrong, right?
Well, it's from a science standpoint, nature standpoint. Men who go bald have higher levels of testosterone because it's testosterone that causes you to lose your hair.
It's testosterone that causes you to lose your hair. So for you guys who are in the chat room who are a little bit thinner on top, ooh, you got some motion in the ocean. I'm just saying.
Yes.
You got motion.
Can be.
You got more testosterone.
It's a preference.
I like that.
Preference. All right.
I like that, but I don't mind the baldy heads.
Yes.
The baldy heads are good. Okay, so what else are we attracted to in each other?
In each other, you look, a big thing, a massive thing when you meet a woman, you see a woman, you get attracted to her, is self-confidence. Does she believe in herself? Can she have a conversation? Can she look in the eye? Because you know what? If she's confident, she's going to be confident in the bedroom. She's going to be confident in the relationship. She's going to who's going to be added to the team to help you raise your game and get you to play your A game.
Self-confidence. Interesting.
Yep.
Now, I want to just show you guys an example of how a woman can exude self-confidence. I know you guys will remember this. I'm not going to say who we're going to show you, but I know all of us had the same and similar reaction when we saw this. It's all about, well, yes, obviously it's all about a nice body and a nice whatever, but it's about the self-confidence when a woman walks a certain way and presents herself a certain way.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
Watch this video and we're going to be really right back after this quick clip.
Very quick.
Keep it locked right here. Hold on. We're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mark and Michaela Online, your place for life, love,
and everything in between.
Thank you so much for being here. I know that you guys who are in the chat room right now are letting us know that we had a track playing in the background. I think that we have clarified the background playing track, and you know, it was, I lost my mojo. I lost my mojo. I lost my mojo. You know what? Some of us have lost our mojos.
It's gone. It's gone. Thank you, Zuli. Thank you, Gio. Much appreciated. Because we don't hear it in here, so really appreciate you.
Yes, we don't hear it, so we apologize for that. So, okay, so we just showed you the video of Halle Berry when she was a Bond girl. Oh, how you doing?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind replaying that all night.
You know, I don't mind replaying that either. And here's the thing about Halle Berry. No one looks like her. No one can compare themselves to Halle Berry. But what Halle Berry has that other women walking down the street have as well is how she carries herself. It is that inner self-confidence. It is that the way that she walks, the way that she carries her body. It's funny because people think it's about being skinny or it's about being fit.
It's not.
Why is it not about that?
Look, as a man, there's nothing sexier than a woman with true. Can I tell you a quick story?
Yeah.
So a few years ago, I was in Atlanta, and there was this lovely woman. She was large Marge. Let's just say she was large Marge.
She was curvy.
She was a curvy woman. But she rocked it because she had such amazing self-confidence. We had great conversation, and she had a real sex appeal about her. However, if you just looked at her from a societal norm as to what's sexy, she wasn't the typical quintessential sexy woman. But boy, when she walked into the room, she had this stride of confidence, like, I'm going to rock your world. I was like, oh, Lord. You know, so that true inner confidence, that true belief in yourself, that true knowledge that you can have a conversation, that you like who you are, that you believe in what you say, that you have an opinion, that you're an original thinker, all of those things. It is incredibly sexy, ladies, incredibly sexy.
It really is. And you know what, for the guys as well. You know, a lot of times guys think, oh, well, I don't have the six pack and I don't have the athletic, I don't have this, I don't have that. I'm not going to be able to get so-and-so woman. You are absolutely wrong.
Yes.
A man who has self-confidence, and I'm going to add this other little addition to it, a great sense of humor.
Yes, very much
And
so.
self-confidence.
Yes.
He can talk himself cute. Ladies, can I hear an amen on this? A not-so-cute guy
Talk himself cute. I've never heard
can
that one.
talk himself cute.
I've never heard that one.
Yes. It means, you know, maybe he's just an average looking guy, right?
Yeah.
But he walks, he's like this. He's like, ladies, how you doing? and he does it in such a way where you're just like, oh my God, he is so adorable and so funny and so confident and so comfortable in his own skin.
Yes.
You know what? You don't have to have the six pack and the big ass muscles.
Comes to mind?
Have that. Who comes to mind?
A man who was a sex symbol while he was alive, and he was the star in The Sopranos. James Gandolfini.
Oh, James Gandolfini. Oh my goodness. Should I tell them my James Gandolfini story?
Yes. No, look at him just from a physical. Big man.
Yes.
Losing his hair.
Yes.
He was sweating a lot.
Oh yeah.
He was overweight.
Yes.
However, he rocked it, and women loved him. They thought he was a super sex symbol. And you had a run-in. You had a meeting with him.
Run-in.
Yes. I wouldn't say run-in. You had an interaction with him.
Ladies and gents in the chat room on your smartphones, I met James Gandolfini at the Emmy Awards years and years ago when The Sopranos were at their height, at their most popular. And I got introduced to him. Now, of course, you know, I'm a tall lady and I had my heels on, right? So I'm my shoes and I'm about 6 feet tall with my shoes.
Yes.
I still had to look up at him like this. I had to crane my neck to look up at him. That's how big he was.
Yeah, 6'4".
How big he was tall is how big he was wide. He was one of the biggest brick house guys I've ever seen in my life. And he had a nice suit on and he was sweaty, baldy, dark circles under his eyes. I mean, he looked like he could sleep for a week and he still wouldn't look rested.
Yes.
He looked exhausted. And my panties lit on fire. Woo! Wow. I was like, I literally was like, hi, hi. I couldn't say
speak, and that's
anything
unlike
to
you.
him, and I couldn't stop staring at him.
Wow. So, I hold that thought for a second. Cookie in the chat room brings up a great point. I think it's a perfect segue to what you're talking about. Cookie, thank you for this. She said, sexy is not necessarily a look, but rather a vibe. Sexy is what radiates from everything else. Swag. I love that word. Swag. Confidence, attitude, humor, and most importantly, intelligence. So now I come back to you.
I love it, Cookie.
Great distinction,
Cookie.
Cookie.
And
Thank
I
you.
love cookies.
Yes. I'd like some milk right now, please.
Who doesn't like cookies? and Cookie. But seriously, she's right.
She's spot on with that.
100%. I don't know if he was an intelligent man at all, because all he said was, hello, nice to meet you. But I swear to you guys, ladies, I almost freaking died, and I was like, oh. So, it's not about the looks. It's about what you exude. It's about that confidence. It's about that vibe, right? That the way, your ease of being.
Yes.
James Gandolfini knew he was 300 pounds and 6'4".
Yeah.
He knew it. Everybody else knew it too. And he felt comfortable in his own skin. But he was sexy as hell. And I was like, wow. So that just goes to show you that women and men are attracted to different things. But here's the thing. I want to ask you, Mark Logue.
Yes.
Can a woman talk herself cute if she's not so cute to a man? And this is where the differences, I think, between men and women are going to differ.
Can a woman talk herself cute? I believe she can. I believe she can.
I don't believe you.
I believe
I don't
she
believe
can.
you.
However, not to the same extent that a man can. That a man can. You can elevate from where you were initially. A man may look at you and go, da, da, da.
A man could say, I will never hit that.
Yes, I'll never hit that. She'll only be a friend to me. And then as you get to know her and she's intelligent and
so she can creep up on you?
She can creep up on you. However, I don't think to the same extent that a man, because you've seen little men, you've seen bald men. Not you, but women in general have seen little men. And we've seen this in society and we've seen this in history. Napoleon was 5'5".
Oh,
women
yes,
loved
he
Napoleon.
was.
Women loved Napoleon. James Gandolfini, 6'4", sweaty, losing the hair, overweight, out of shape. Women loved him. So men provide something to you as a woman. What do you think it is? That turns you on and brings that sex appeal that a who's fit and trim and six-pack is not bringing to the table. He's not bringing to the table. What do you think it is? GeoJazz says depends on circumstances.
It depends on the circumstances. Okay, that's good. I'm coming up a blank here.
Okay.
Help me out with this one.
All right. I'm going to offer this up. Ladies, for those of you in the chat room, give us some feedback. For the rest of you, just think about this, and we see you clicking in. Thank you for clicking in on your smartphones. So what does a man bring? Again, you're going back to the instinctual basis of a man is a hunter, a woman is a gatherer.
Right.
A man is a hunter. He shows up. He's not particularly handsome. He's not particularly charming. He's not particularly easy on the eyes. He provides safety. He provides safety.
I like
that one. So you described James Gandolfini.
I like that, yes.
6'4", 300 pounds. Immediately you felt a degree of safety with him. He wasn't, overly talkative. He wasn't chatting you up. You just, as a female, you're feeling, this fella could take care of me. No, that's your instinct. That's Mother Nature stepping in and saying that. That's not you at a conscious level. And you walked away going, I don't really know why I liked him, but he set it on fire.
I felt something for him. Have you guys in the chat room ever felt that? Where you met somebody and you're like, he or she is not my type. But boy, did I feel a burning desire.
She felt it, ladies. Come on, come to Papa. All right, go.
We are having way too much fun. We are going to take a quick video and music break. But here's the thing about our next quick little video clip. It's not about looks. This next celebrity, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't necessarily have looks. But boy, does he exude that masculinity.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. We're going to take this quick video break. When we come back, we're going to talk to you guys about our celebrity mirror of the evening. Now, we're going to give a quick hint of who he is. He was originally a comedian, and he wrote a New York Times best-selling relationship book.
Yes.
Do you guys have any idea who we're talking about? Our celebrity mirror will come up right after this quick video break. Keep it locked right here on Mark and Michaela. We'll be right back. Mark and Michaela online. Listeners and viewers, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Of course, we're here every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. on the hottest and the most... Ooh, hold on. Should I stay or should I go?
What's going on with the system tonight?
And we're back.
How did that happen? I think there's a ghost. There's somebody else in here with us.
You know what? I do think that there's a ghost. Because now they're like, should I stay or should I go? I want to stay and finish the show. I definitely do. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, we're here on NightlineRadio.com, the place to be for all things talk show during the week. And our show is Love.
And everything in between.
Make sure you keep it locked right here every Monday for all things love, relationships.
Sex, baby.
And sex. You know, I like that part. Let's talk more about that part.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and
Let's talk about that part. We like that.
All the things that... Whatever, getting carried
Okay, that sounds good, though. That sounded good. Okay, so tonight we're talking about you got 'em, now keep 'em. Okay? All sales are final, baby. You got me. How are you going to keep me interested, honey?
Lovely to look at, lovely to hold. You freaking dropped me. Consider me sold.
I don't care what he says. It's so damn cute. Adorable. I love it.
I'm glad she's a little
You break
deaf.
it, you bought it.
She's a little deaf and a little blind.
I like it.
So works into my corner.
I like it. Want to thank for you guys. I want to thank you guys. I don't know why I'm thanking for you guys, but I want to thank you guys in the chat room with us, going back and forth and debating and letting us know what your feedback is. And for those of you guys who are listening from your smartphones via iTunes Top 40 Radio, TuneIn Radio app, and Radio Loyalty, thank you very much for being here as well. We love you. We don't forget about you, even though we don't see you logged on. We know that you are there, so thank you so much. So before the break, we were going to talk about what our celebrity mirror is of the evening. Our celebrity mirror is what, Mark? What does that mean exactly? What is that segment about?
That is the icon. That is the popular figure in pop culture who reflects the topic we're discussing tonight. He or she, in their life, has done what we're talking about, may be doing it today. So they're a true reflection. They are a mirror. They are a reflection of what we're talking about. And we give you a little bit of a hint.
We gave you a little bit of hint. So before we went on our music break, we gave you a hint. He wrote, it's a he, comedian, right? Stand-up
He's still a funny
comedian.
fella. He's still a funny
Yes.
fella.
And wrote a New York Times best-selling relationship book.
Think like a
Think like a
man.
Think like a man, act like a lady. We have Steve Harvey as our celebrity mirror of the evening. Steve Harvey is our celebrity mirror of the evening. Why did we choose Steve Harvey tonight, my darling Mark Logue, as our celebrity mirror of the evening? Why him?
Why Steve? So Steve, to me, I happen to love Steve Harvey. He's a typical masculine man. He's today walking the walk that he talks. However, he has, over the course of his life, he's been in failed relationships.
Right.
He has done things wrong that he knows at that time when he was young. He made the mistakes of youth when he was. He was in his 30s. He messed around.
In his 40s.
In his 40s. No, not so much in his 40s. Not so much in his 40s. In the last 10 years, he's really gotten his act together.
He's in his mid-50s.
He's now 53.
Oh, 53?
He's 53. He's 53.
Shit, that's
Yeah,
old.
that's okay.
Oh! Bam! Just kidding.
Right.
Just kidding.
So,
all
you know,
my over 50s.
What I love about Steve is he has made shifts. He lost his mojo in prior relationships. He lost his way. So he sat down, he analyzed, he said, this is who I want to be. This is what I'm going to accept in my life. This is what I'm not going to accept in my life. And I'm making shifts going forward. So he lost it, has got it back, and is determined to keep it.
And boy, did his career and his love life just boom.
Boom. It went Viagra.
It went Viagra. Now, here's the thing about Steve Harvey. He's a born-again Christian, and he's been married 3 times.
For anybody out there who's fit, look, that's not old. It's how you feel. It's not an age. It's not chronology. All right.
Absolutely not.
We'll take that back. We don't want to insult anybody. Yeah.
Well, what you didn't hear me say is just kidding. I like my over 50 crowd, but you guys didn't hear that.
Good.
Because you were too busy thinking about being 50. I like the 50-year-olds. Okay.
We have the chat room blew up with that comment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So who do we have in the chat room? What did they say?
We have somebody new in the chat room. Adele, how do I say this? Adelante Warlene.
Adelante with Arlene is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Adelante with Arlene is here. Arlene Ramirez, who is my favorite person on the entire planet,
Yes.
is here with us. Thank you so much for being here, darling.
Thank you for joining.
Now, our celebrity mirror is Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey's been through it. He's been caught cheating. He's been caught doing the wrong thing. He had his bout with drugs and alcohol.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Over the years, he has been there and he has done that. He's been arrested. He has three. I think he has 3 or 4 children, twin daughters, Brandy and Carly, and a son, Broderick Jr. Yes, he has 4. He has Brandy and Carly, his twin daughters, and he has a son, Broderick Jr. from his first marriage, and a son, Winton, from his second marriage.
I like that
so he
name.
has 4 kids from his previous marriages, and he has admitted on ABC, on Good Morning America, you name it, that he's been caught cheating. He's been caught lying. He's been caught doing all those things.
Yes.
And then what he said, which was what I found really super interesting, is his previous 2 wives, he loved them, but they weren't the one. They weren't the one. Wife, her name is, I know it's here.
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Yeah, Marjorie Bridge Harvey. Yes.
Marjorie is his 3rd wife. And Marjorie walked into the room one day, and Steve Harvey was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's the appropriate sound for the man out there. One more time. Hit it again. Yeah, there you go.
Marjorie, and then he's gone on record to say that Marjorie blew his mind. Why did Marjorie blow his mind?
I'm not touching that one.
Okay, you're not touching that. Oh, ooh, you're being naughty tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Logue is being naughty tonight.
Well, I mean, the choice of words, she blew his mind. She rattled his cage. She lit him on fire.
And Marjorie acted like a lady and thought like a man, and she's the one who spurred the whole idea for his book.
Yeah, she... Well, there's a couple of pieces to that, Michaela.
Yes.
You know, he was tired of making the same mistake.
Yes.
He was with these women. He said, okay, she's amazing, she's beautiful,
Yes.
she's intelligent, she's all the things that she should be,
Right.
that I should want on my life, that I should want on my arm. However, she's not the one for me. And his intuition told him that from day one. He didn't listen to the intuition. Now this woman, Margie, walks in. She's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's all of those things that the other 2 were. The difference is she was for him.
The difference is that she was for him. And here's the thing, guys. You know, look, we all want to be in relationships. Maybe some of us don't. I know I've been there too.
Hold on. I feel like it's fine.
You know what? He wants to get spanked a lot tonight. I don't know what's going on with Mark Logue tonight.
That's for Zuli77 in the chat room. That's for you, Zuli.
He does need a spanking, Zuli. He actually wants it. Like, his face is pink right now. You can't tell, but his face is pink. And he is actually really, like, enjoying this.
I am. Come on, men. Who wouldn't enjoy a spanking from this amazing
Just
woman
saying.
here?
Just saying.
So.
But here's the thing about Steve Harvey. You know, he went through all his things, but here's the thing. He's telling the guys now. He's telling the guys, you have her. You have the woman. You've proposed to her. Or you told her, we are in an exclusive relationship. You are serious about her. Everything that you did at the beginning,
Keep doing it.
doing it. Keep doing it. You want her to stay with you.
Yeah.
You want her to be the same woman that she was at the beginning. Keep doing what you were doing at the beginning. We're going to show you this quick video clip when Steve Harvey himself is telling these young black men, and this is what I love about Steve Harvey, because he's telling the young black male, God, okay, this is not what you think it is. Marriage is not what you think it is. This is what you need to do to keep her in love with you throughout this long-term relationship. Keep it locked right here. We'll be right back. This is Steve Harvey. We love Steve Harvey here. We're huge Steve Harvey fans. We'll be right
Big
back.
fans,
Don't
big
go away.
fans.
Mark and Michaela online. We're back.
One question. It's the Essence Magazine Will You Marry Me contest. And the favorite proposal with the most votes online wins the wedding time. For Irvin's proposal, he sent his lady love Dewan on a scavenger hunt that led her to the place where they first met.
Will you marry me, baby?
Thank
Thank you. So that's what this day was about.
Yeah.
Cleveland surprised Maya with a Christmas party that brought both their families together.
Maya, will you marry me?
Absolutely.
Gabe wowed Jasmine with a romantic poem that melted her heart.
So Jasmine, before you know it, I'll make you my wife. And that time has finally come tonight.
Oh my God.
And Andre to look at a house that someday will be their new home.
These are your own copies of your keys to the house.
Andre. No, you didn't.
These men know the proposal is just the beginning, so we asked our relationship guru and best-selling author, Steve Harvey, to give the anxious grooms-to-be the keys to forever.
You say the vows, till death do you part.
Right.
You kind of would like that to happen.
When me and Dewan met, it wasn't the typical guy thing that was. I felt at peace all of a sudden.
Well, that's because you met your soulmate. You
Right.
met the one you were supposed to be with.
Most guys, we know how to get a woman, but how do you keep a woman over the
Hey
long
man,
haul?
it's got to stay fresh. I constantly remind my wife of how much I love her, how beautiful she is. Whatever you did to get her, you got to keep doing the thing the whole way through.
But a lot of guys say when you get married, things change. What are the things that change for you?
Things do change. She likes all the stuff in the refrigerator organized. You don't care where it's sitting. A lot of stuff, man, and if you're not careful, you'll let those little things become big things. And you gotta learn real quick, man, to just let the little stuff go.
Me being in the military, I too, in this new relationship, will have to deal with some separation issues.
Hopefully you'll be in a barrack full of really ugly men and it won't be as bad. But at distance is a tough thing, man. You just gotta do a lot of texting, do a lot of talking, get on the computer. You have a lot of advantages now. You can text, email, you can Skype.
A lot of people say that I'm a little thrown off by saying this, but I don't believe in Valentine's, because Valentine's should be every day.
I got news for you, okay? You let the 14th come and you ain't got some chocolates or some flowers or something.
Keep doing it, but I'm saying you don't just...
But don't let that day get by now.
No.
Okay,
no.
I'll tell you right now, man. Oh, God. And fellas, you cannot forget none of the important days.
Wisdom, advice, and the bottom line.
Brothers, I think that important thing is making a woman feel secure. Tell her you love her every day. Sit down and talk to her, see what she's really feeling, and just talk.
With us now, the four men joined by their
Make a woman feel secure, and she will continue to be that romantic, loving princess that you beginning of the relationship. Isn't that interesting that Steve Harvey said that?
It's interesting, it's powerful, it's simple, and security shows up in so many different ways for a woman. There's gentlemen. Physically, she has to feel secure. Mentally, she has to feel secure. Emotionally, she has to feel secure. And spiritually, she has to feel secure. Does she need to feel that security? All the friggin' time. All the time. And men, this goes out to you. This goes out to all of the men out there. No disrespect to the ladies. Men, if you stay in that place, if you stay in that place where you provide her with that safety and that security, she will never leave, she will never waver. However, once you do, once you waver, and once you give her that reason to step out, once you give her that reason to feel lack of security, she will leave. She will leave.
She'll leave and she'll find your replacement quick.
Boom. And that is Mother Nature. Mother Nature has these beautiful creatures are gatherers. They are prey. We are hunters. We are predators. And the prey want to make sure that the predator is in their corner. And if they feel we're not in their corner, they are gone. That is nature first. That's the default system first. Our consciousness and all this other spirituality comes second. That piece comes first. Gentlemen, listen to me, hear me on this, and I'll reiterate what Steve Harvey said. And this is one of the reasons I love Steve Harvey.
100%.
It's simple, it's common sense, it's to the point, and it's 100% spot on.
100% spot on. Steve Harvey's got it. But here's the thing. I'm going to take it to the with the ladies.
Okay.
Ladies, men are simple creatures. They're simple. They're simple. They just want the following. Okay?
I wonder what that would be.
They just want the following. They want to feel supported. They just want to feel supported by you.
Yes.
They just want your support. They want to feel appreciated.
Home run for me there.
Appreciation.
Oh my God.
Because here's the thing, they do little things for you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You may not notice them because they might not be huge things. They may not be big declarations of love in front of everybody in Central Park. Maybe what he's doing is making sure that the garbage is being taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe what he's doing is making sure that the weeds in the garden are being pulled out every Saturday. He takes 1 hour every Saturday and he weeds the garden.
Maybe he does the laundry for you.
Maybe he does the laundry. He may not do the laundry that well.
Do that well.
All your clothes may come back black or gray.
Or red or purple or yellow. Yes, who knows.
But he's doing the little things. Appreciation is key.
I will second that as a man. It's such a simple thing. If you
Little
appreciate your man, he will come and back for you. Absolutely, 100%. Michaela,
that
you're
will
not just a pretty face.
And you know what? I beg to differ. That will get his wiener going too, because you're telling him, honey, that's so great. Thank you so much. I noticed that you did this and did that or whatever. Thank you so much. Guess what? He's going to puff up.
Yep.
He's going to puff up and he's going to say, thanks, babe.
Yeah. I'm her man, I'm her provider, I'm her protector. She notices when I put the toilet seat down, I put the toothpaste cap on, I take out the garbage,
like
clean
the
the
rubbish.
dishes, all that sort of stuff, do the laundry, those little things. Yeah, absolutely.
And at the beginning of a relationship, we all do that for each other. We
Yes.
always say, oh, honey, thank you. Thank you for breathing oxygen.
Yes, it's true. We do. We thank.
We
we're
thank
definitely
each other
thankful.
for everything. We say thank you. We say please, and we
Yes.
say thank you.
Yes.
We notice the little things that he does for us. He notices the little things that she does for him.
Very
Right?
much so.
And we forget about all that a couple of months in, or a year in, or 10 years in. And here's the other thing that men on occasion like to be fed. Make him a meal.
Oh Lord, it really is so simple. Ladies.
Geo Jazz and Zuli and Cookie and everybody in the chat room, and the Anons as well. The Anons.
Anons.
How do you guys feel?
Yes.
A woman, in my opinion, and this is not being like, anti-feminist. A woman should cook her man a meal.
I agree.
Talk to me about that.
100%.
How does that make you feel? Mark, as a man, Geo Jazz, guys in the chat room, how does it make you feel when your woman cooks you a meal?
Appreciated, loved, elevated, all the good words, all the superlatives. As a man, it's simple. You make me what I want in the morning. I want pancakes or I want eggs.
Ooh.
And you actually go as a woman and you make that breakfast for him. He is, obviously a normal, responsible male will be very appreciative of
Absolutely.
that. Very appreciative
100%.
of that. Yeah.
I know that Zuli loves to cook. She cooks her family fresh meals every single day. I know that I love to cook. Absolutely 100%. And ladies, if you don't know how to cook, okay. If you're not that great of a cook, get a cookbook. There are a bunch of cookbooks out there. Easy, simple things you can make in 30 minutes.
Yes.
Your man doesn't know the difference. He doesn't know,
He doesn't know.
this was a 30-minute meal from a book. He
Yes.
has no idea. He
Hasn't a
just
clue.
knows, my woman cooked for me.
And one thing, when ladies you cook or you do anything, and this goes both ways. When you
Okay.
do something for your spouse, don't do it with, well, I did this for you, now you need to do something back for me. It kills the whole, it falls flat. It falls flat because then it's horse trading.
Do it for the love of doing
Yeah.
it.
Do it for the love of doing it. Do it for the person on the other side. Don't do it because you want something in return. Don't cook them a meal. Say, I made you this meal. Now go cut the grass. I made you this meal. Take out the rubbish. And that's what too many people do in a relationship.
So it's tit for tat, isn't it?
It's tit for tat, and it's trading.
It's trading, and that's not. And you know what? Trading does not encourage orgasms in the bedroom.
Neither party brings their A game in the bedroom.
Nobody's getting turned on by that.
Because then it becomes a list. It's like, okay, I did these 15 things today. You did only 13 things.
Oh no, I don't want to. I want to stop talking about this because I'm. Libido's already shrinking. I'm already.
It kills it.
I'm already killing. It's already killing my mojo. My mojo's being killed.
Let's get the mojo back.
The whole point of this show is to go over all of the things that we used to do at the beginning of the relationship.
Yes.
Like, you used to listen to me.
What? Did you say something?
We listened to each other at the beginning. Why? 10 years in, 5 years in, 1 year in, why do we start tuning each other out?
It's as simple as a choice, Michaela. You make a choice. You think, okay, I've heard this.
Oh, I've heard the story
Here
already.
comes that story. So ladies, here's a great tip. Men, we tell a story and we repeat the same story over and over.
But it's funny the 100th time.
And over again. So you ladies have heard this story and you've been with him when he tells a story. So one thing I invite you not to do, don't roll the eyes contemptuously.
Like this?
Here we go with this story again.
Oh, here we go again.
And don't say again, because here's what's happening for a man. As a man, when I tell that story, when I swam with the white sharks in South Africa, and you've heard it 15 times, how the shark came up, looked at me, and I was in the cold water, and I had just puked. And there's this 23-foot shark that's just outside my cage, and I'm there, and I'm afraid of my life. And you've heard the story 84 times. Well, guess what's happening for the man? I get to relive that moment. I get to re-energize. That feeling that I had in the water years ago is right back with me. So by letting him tell the story, you're giving him the energy that he had from 20 years ago. He never loses that. It's, you know, you get the old sports player, he comes in, he goes, I used to be a great player, and I used to be the fastest, and I used to be the greatest. And you know, there's one time I scored a great goal. He relives it. And when he does that, he re-energizes the batteries. He re-energizes the batteries. So ladies, let him tell the damn story.
Let him tell the damn story.
Yes.
If he wants to tell it 25 times, let him tell the damn story 25 times. Yeah. And here's the thing, what other thing that we do at the beginning that we don't do later on? We let our significant other get away with murder. At the beginning.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
All the things that normally we would find grating, the things that make us I want to like stab my own self in the eye with a pen.
Shut up.
Okay, we let them get away with all of that at the beginning, and then what happens a year in is we start to nitpick. Ladies, just asking, just saying.
Yes.
Pick and choose your battles. That's all I'm saying. Pick and choose your battles. Not everything needs to be nitpicked. Not nitpicked with the guys.
Let the little stuff go. You don't need to fight the little stuff.
Let the little stuff go.
Let the little stuff go.
Honey, at the beginning, you used to love going shopping with me.
Help. Hold on. It feels more like this. Shopping. That's what shopping is.
I disagree. But here's the thing. At the beginning, we ignore all the little things that annoy the crap out of us. But at the beginning, he would be okay with doing girl stuff with us. He was okay at the beginning, watching The Notebook and crying and drinking wine.
And she was okay watching the basketball and watching the football and watching the soccer, whatever it was. Yeah.
So yeah, at the beginning, we make concessions for our significant other. A year in, I'm like,
So how do you think that happens? Why do you think that's a choice that we make? So you make a choice up front.
yes.
So, you know, question for you. Are you being disingenuous up front? Are you not being sincere with your partner, your spouse at that time? to like something that they like, are you being disingenuous? Because if you are, you can't sustain that. However, if you're making a concession for them and you say, you know what, yeah, she likes to go shopping, I'll go shopping once in a while. Because as a man, look, and here's again the masculine. Here's the difference between the feminine and the masculine.
Yes.
As a masculine, we are outcome oriented. So I go to buy a pair of jeans at the shop.
Right.
I walk in, 32, 34, here's my jeans. Thank you very much, cheerio. Good luck.
Cheerios, no. Yeah, okay.
Ladies,
Just kidding.
Ladies go through the process of shopping. So a lady goes out, she's like, well,
it's an experience.
Yeah, she may come back with no jeans.
Shopping is retail therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not about the shopping, it's about the browsing.
Very true. So really, the question there is: were you disingenuous? Were you doing this just to get them? Because if you were, that's again false advertising.
We want to know if you guys in the chat room, if you've experienced this. Do you think you watching football every single Sunday for the first 6 months was you were being just nice, or were you being disingenuous? Were you being and trying to just lure him in, or were you just like, oh well, you know what? He's so sweet.
Yes.
I'm going to do this for him. Even though I don't really like it, I'm going to do it for him. What was the reasoning behind it? Because for me, I made a decision. I'm making an actual concession. I'm actually saying, you know, I don't like watching football. I have no interest in watching men, you know, tackling each other and, you know, 2 hours, 3 hours throwing the football and you're like, okay.
Boring.
It's boring to me, but I like to watch him get excited and jump up and down and yell, no, no, no. You know, like he goes crazy. I like to watch him do that. So I'll make a concession for him. Now, during the World Cup, did I watch the World Cup the entire time?
The entire time?
Yes.
The majority of the time.
The majority of the time, I watched it.
Yeah.
My World Cup aficionados on the chat room. Okay, I'm not a huge soccer fan. That's not really my thing. I'd rather watch Sex and the City episodes.
Orange is the new black.
But what I did was I either would bring a magazine or I would bring a book and I would sit next to him, and as he's saying, he's offsides! He's offsides! No! Good ball! And he's just screaming at the television.
Or even worse, that's the
that
non-X-rated
was the PG
version. That's the PG version. Yes.
That's the PG version. So while he was yelling at the television, I would read my magazine. You know what made him happy? Why did that make you happy, Mark?
Because you just wanted to be with me.
Because I just was sitting
Yeah.
there and hanging out with him while he was watching.
Exactly.
We're not talking about our personal lives to say, oh, we're so great. It's really more about, I don't particularly love soccer, but it makes him happy to watch it, and it makes him happy to have me sitting next to him. So, hey, doesn't cost me anything. He watches Orange is the New Black with me now.
She has me hooked. She's made an addict out of me. Orange is the New Black.
Okay, but, you know, here's the thing. For those of you guys who are just clicking and just logging on, we're talking about why do we change our behavior a year, 2 years, 5 years into our relationships. At the beginning, we do all the great things to get them.
So let's talk about what we did at the beginning. Let's talk about some
we've
of the
already been talking about a
Yeah.
lot of it, right? What else do we do at the beginning to get the person, and then we just completely stop?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that a man will do, in particular, a man initially listens to a woman. He listens to how she breathes. He listens to the body language. He listens to what she's saying.
I said that earlier, and you were like, "What?" See how he didn't listen?
I was joking around with you.
You see how he didn't listen, though?
And
I
he's
know, I'm just joking.
curious. And he's curious, and he asks questions. And then later on in the relationship, he stops listening.
Tunes are out.
He's got his smartphone. He's got his mobile phone. He's on the BlackBerry. He's on emails. And one of the biggest complaints, he's here, but he's not here.
But he's not present.
He's not present. He's not actually here.
Oh, okay.
So we don't show up like that. We show up fully present. You feel safe. You feel the effect that Gandolfini had on you. You're like, He's fully present. He's right there with me.
I was like,
I'm safe.
wow.
Yes.
And here's the thing. At the beginning, ladies, we put on our push-up bra, our eyelashes, our Spanx, our makeup, our concealer, our powder. Our eyes look awesome. There's no dark circles. Our hair is did. Our
Brush the
nails
teeth.
are did. We brush our teeth. And then 10 years in,
Orange is the new black. It's not happening.
and you know, the thing is that, you know, your guy, he knows that you don't look like that all the time. He knows. But I feel like women slack a little bit. They get comfortable. They get, you know, the kids come along, the mortgage comes along, cleaning the house comes along. And then you're like, I don't need to shave my legs. I shave my legs once a month.
Yeah. The lingerie.
Those little things
Yeah.
mean a lot to a guy.
Oh,
He notices.
absolutely notices all that sort of stuff. Notices how you smell. The strongest anchor for any of us, it's not sight, it's not sound, it's not taste, it's smell.
Yes.
It's absolutely smell. What happened here?
We're going to bring it over to the chat room
Chat
because you
room.
guys are just chatting
Yeah,
up
you're
a
chatting up a storm.
We want to know what you guys are doing. So what are these guys talking about right now?
Zuli77, thank you. She's on fire over here. What about when they start talking about their exes? Should we let them tell this damn story?
Oh my God.
That's a great question, a great point.
Zuli, that is a great question. I'm going to give you my answer and then I'm going to let Mark respond. Okay. I think that strategically placed ex conversations are good because they give you insight into who he was prior to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives you an idea of what went down. Because you know shit went down
Yes.
because you're the new girl, right?
Yes, exactly.
So it gives you a little bit of insight. If he constantly brings up his ex to either jab you during an argument
Mm-hmm.
or for some reason he's just obsessed and doesn't stop talking about her,
Mm-hmm.
you need to let him know to stop.
I agree, and that
Mark
goes
Logue,
both
how do
ways.
you feel about that?
100% agree, in agreement with you, and that goes both ways. If there's too much energy going to the ex, it takes energy from the existing relationship. It takes energy from you. It's disrespectful to you, and it means that he or she is still living in the past. And if we live in the past, it's unfortunately it's destined to be our future. We're going to bring that in, and that negative energy from the past is going to be our future. So it's best to leave it in the past. Always easy to do sometimes.
Not always easy
right?
to do.
However, if you're consciously, you know, to Zuli's point, if he's constantly doing it, you got to cut
You
that
gotta
out.
cut him off. You gotta tell him,
cut it
listen,
off.
hun.
Gotta cut him off. Gotta come off.
I know that you feel comfortable with me and I know you feel open with me to share this with me, but I don't want to hear about your ex 5 times a day, every day.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Enough on that.
So thank you,
Thank you,
Zuli, for
Julie.
that. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome. But here's the thing. Okay, so yeah, she smells good. In the bedroom, at the beginning, whoo, she is just hanging off the chandeliers. And she's, I'll try anything once.
Anything for you.
I'll try anything once. You're like, oh, you want to do what? Okay, let's try that.
Let's try it. Threesome? Foursome? Hold on.
You're going down the wrong road.
I need a spanking here.
Look at him again. Look at him again.
No threesomes, ladies and gentlemen. Boy! We recommend you do not go down the threesome, foursome road. Leave it out.
That's another show
That's a
altogether.
whole other
We
show,
will
yes.
get to that.
We'll talk about
Another
that
show.
later on.
What is Cookie saying? I saw Cookie writing something into
Cookie. But the one thing, let's see what Cookie said. But it is one thing not to like something because you've never watched or played, but it's another thing to learn about it and enjoy it with your significant other.
Cookie, you are a woman with pearls of wisdom.
She is.
I like it. Here's the thing, ladies.
Zuli77 is taking her clothes off.
Zuli77?
Yeah.
Are you getting naked, Zuli?
I'm going to shower and lay down.
Oh, Zuli, you're going to bed?
Yes.
All right, well, I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Zuli, thank you. Have a good night.
We love you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Really appreciate you. We appreciate you.
But here's the thing: at the beginning, ladies, you know, we again make concessions, and we'll try little freaky deaky things that maybe we don't feel 100% comfortable with, because we want him to think that we are, you know, his ultimate fantasy in the bedroom. But inside, we don't feel 100% comfortable with that, and I think that that's the wrong way to approach that.
It's absolutely the wrong way to approach it, because you're setting the bar so high and the standard so high. There's nowhere to go but down.
Right.
It's better to slowly ease into this on both ends of it.
Yeah, don't let out all your good tricks at the beginning, girl. Save them.
100%.
Save the tricks.
Yeah, 100%. Agree with you 100%.
For later. Okay, so here's the thing. We've all had our moments when we're tired and we're what?
I'm just thinking. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah. Something came up.
Okay.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only
Mark Logue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so he's laughing at something that I hold near and dear. So let's talk about it real quick before we move on.
Heart. Sounds like.
Sounds like heart. Yes. So at the beginning, you're very demure in the relationship, ladies. You keep everything under wraps, no farting, and no burping. Right?
What? Ladies fart? No, I don't believe it.
No farting and no burping. But, you know, 6 months in, a year in, or however long you farts in, you have to start letting them out.
And then one day, he walks into the room, and it's like a purple haze in front of him. He's going, I feel lightheaded. What's going on in here?
That's just the love that you feel for me in your heart.
So the reality of bodily functions will eventually come into the relationship.
Can you cover up your bodily functions for 10 years? No.
No, you can't.
Sometimes you're peeing and he has to come in and get something in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're pooping and that happens. I'm sorry to say it, but it happens.
I would draw the line in that one. There's certain things. Look, I think from an intimacy standpoint, there are certain things that, if they're brought into the relationship, it can minimize the expectancy for intimacy. And you know, intimacy is all about the uncertainty,
the mystery.
intimacy. Yeah, mystery is a big piece, and we need that uncertainty. Passion comes from uncertainty. Passion comes from not really knowing what's around the corner. If you know everything around the corner, that passion is going to dissipate. Passion will disappear to an extent. So I invite all of you.
When you know too much.
Yes. Save some secrets. Keep some things private. To keep that in. That's my 2 cents on it. Save the tricks.
How about if we're taking a bath? You don't want to hear this?
Oh, Lord help us.
Is that wrong?
That's very wrong. That is very wrong.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry, but sometimes these things need to happen.
People help me, please.
Okay, so here's the thing. You know, you don't do the things you used to do. We've gone over all of the things that, you know, got us together in the beginning. And sometimes we lose our mojo, and sometimes we lose our self-confidence, and sometimes, you know, ill jokes between you in a relationship can make the other person feel less than. And 10 years of an ill-placed joke or a criticism of you shouldn't be eating that, sometimes we lose our mojo.
Yeah, very much.
Sometimes as men and as women, we kind of shrink down, and you're sexy goes on vacation for a long time. Mark Logue, is it possible to get your mojo back?
100%.
If it's been 10, 15 years since you felt sexy, since you felt desirable, since you felt like maybe he wants you and wants to rip your clothes off, how do you get him to rip your clothes off again after 15 years?
Simple. Make a decision. I'm going to get my sexy back. It's that simple, Michaela. It's that simple.
No.
It's that simple. Nope. It's that simple.
Really?
Look, here's the deal. You have to get real with yourself. You have to stand and look in that thing called the mirror at you, only you, not him, not her, not anybody else. They say how they say it, when they say it. Look at you, and take a real assessment. Take stock, as you say in this country. Take inventory, is what you say in this country.
Yes.
Of yourself. Look at yourself and say, okay, I'm in a lot of shape. I'm not eating right. I'm not sleeping right. Take stock of who you are, take stock of what you look like, and take stock of who you're being in that relationship. And you make a choice to decide to be better, to decide to be sexy. And it's going to take you
So
days,
it is
weeks,
a
months.
decision.
It's a decision. It's absolutely a decision.
So guys, ladies and gents in the chat room, and for those of you guys listening on your smartphones, if you've lost your sexy, or you've lost your mojo. I've lost my mojo. You can find it again by Mark Logue.
A decision.
Making to get your sexy back, baby. Yes.
Get naked in front of that mirror and get real. Get real.
It's not about being skinny. It's not about looking
No.
like a supermodel. No. It's not about having a six-pack. It's not about being blonde. It's not about doing any of those things. It's an internal conversation that you are having with yourself. And
Self-talk.
I think that internal conversation, that self-talk, should just change.
Yeah.
Let's just shift it in another direction.
Absolutely.
What can we start to say to ourselves now that we're making the decision? You know what? I'm bringing sexy back. Ow! Some of those guys, la 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 la.
All right, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, maybe you can decide. You're standing in front of the mirror and you're like, ooh, got a little roll here, got a little cellulite there, got a little pimple there. But you know what? I'm going to bring my sexy back.
And the sexiest thing is the belief in yourself.
Ooh.
Look, again, Gandolfini. He looked in the mirror, 6'4", 300 pounds, sweaty, losing the hair. And he was like,
I think he was just so comfortable in his own big-ass body.
I am the man.
That he was like, hey.
I'm the man. They're going to want a piece of this.
Oh, my God, I did.
Yeah.
I did. James Gandolfini. You're up in heaven now. May you
rest in peace. Rest in peace.
All right, so.
Conversation. Change that conversation. Change that self-talk. Because once you change that self-talk, and ladies, when you walk into the bedroom and you own it, we melt.
Woo.
We melt. Walk in. I don't care what size you are, how big, how little. It doesn't matter. Every man has a different size. And one key thing we didn't mention, the waist. Men, we typically like your waist to be a certain hip to waist ratio.
We like women.
Men, we like women.
Okay.
Because I'm getting so frazzled.
You're getting
right
frazzled.
now.
You're talking about a lady's waist. Look at him. He's getting
Yes.
he's getting crazy.
Dun. We like when a woman's hip to waist ratio is 70%.
I don't know what that
is from man. When we're behind, we grab the waist.
Okay, wait. I'm grabbing the waist.
It's coming down.
And then
it's
you
the
got
curve.
the
It's the hourglass.
and then you got the ooh.
And it doesn't matter whether it's 90 pounds, 150 pounds, or 200 pounds. We
Doesn't
love
matter.
that.
We like that
hip to waist
small
ratio.
waist and the nice round booty.
Let's get it on.
Okay, but we need.
Continue with this. Okay, so ladies, step into that conversation. Because when you like it, you love it, and you breathe it, he's going to melt for you.
Oh, he will. That confidence is everything.
Very much.
And one of my favorite people is Dita Von Teese. We were going to show a video, but we don't have it anymore. But one of the things that I love that she shared in the video is that she said, you know, if you haven't been wearing sexy underwear, if you've only been wearing granny panties, and you haven't been wearing sexy underwear, start to wear your sexy underwear again and do it for you.
Yes.
Don't do it for him.
Yes.
Wear the lingerie under your clothes every day to work for yourself. What does she say that creates, Mark?
Intrigue, mystery, and again, we're going back to what you and I have talked about. Perception is projection. You know, so a woman who's walking around, she's like, I've got the panties going on. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sexy. He picks up on that vibe.
Men pick up on that. It's so
pick
subtle.
up on that. We're like, I don't know what it is about her. She's feeling like she's got the wiggle, the jiggle in her wiggle, or the wiggle in her jiggle, or the pringle and the tingle, whatever it is. And we're very attracted to that. We're very attracted to that.
So it's that, I'm feeling good in my little sexy panties and my little see-through sexy bra. And maybe I'm wearing a secretary outfit. Who cares? Maybe I'm wearing a crossing guard uniform.
But I've got it going on underneath.
But I've got some lacy underwear underneath. And this is your journey. This is the start, ladies, to getting your sexy back. So what? You've gained a couple of pounds. Take those granny panties only during your menstrual cycle.
Yes.
The rest of the month, wear the sexy underwear. You will actually emit that.
You exude, and what you exude is what we pick up. We pick up on what you project. And if you project confidence, you project belief,
Yes.
you project sexiness, we pick up on it and we're going to bring it right back to you.
And I say, set yourself up for success
Yes.
in getting your mojo back, in getting your sexy back. Set yourself up to succeed. If your underwear drawer needs to be revamped, go ahead
Do it.
and revamp your underwear drawer. If you've been maybe eating a little bit of extra Haagen-Dazs at night or whatever, I say eat the 1 or 2 scoops, put the rest away, and maybe go to yoga the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe you don't wash your hair often enough. It's little things like, oh, I only wash my hair once a week. Nobody's looking anyway. Someone's looking.
Always.
Someone's always
Yes.
Do your hair more often.
Yeah.
To put a little mascara on. Little things. What can guys do to get their mojo back?
We can put on mascara too.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like it.
Look, most men, most masculine, don't have the same hygiene routine that women do. Although in today's age, you have the metrosexual who are more into the haircuts. But simple things: shower regularly, use deodorant. Gentlemen, ladies love a great smelling man. Find out what cologne she likes. Find out a couple of colognes she likes. Bring them out, and less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
A little splash will do ya.
The strongest anchor is smell. When she gets that smell, she melts. Strongest anchor. It's not what she sees. It's not what she hears. It's not what she tastes. It is smell.
Grooming. Guys, please. The nose hairs and the ears
ear
hairs. Please,
They have
just
trimmers for this,
do a little
gentlemen.
trim. Well, nobody has to know. It's between us.
Yes.
It's a secret between us.
Yes. Gentlemen, you don't necessarily have to go to the gym and lift 300 pounds, bench press 300 pounds, but 30 minutes a day, break a sweat, get yourself back to some degree of
some
energy.
movement,
Not
something.
necessarily the six-pack, but again, it's energy. You bring energy to the relationship. Again, you project that energy. She'll perceive, she'll pick it up, and she's going to respond to that. It starts with you.
And you know, when you step into your sexy, it's a lifestyle.
It is, yeah.
This is not like, okay, I'm only going to do this on Saturday night so I can
Yes.
get lucky.
Yes.
Which is,
I'm not complaining
not
about that.
bad.
Hit it.
Stepping into your sexy is a lifestyle choice. It's a decision. You stepping into it's not like something you adopt on a Saturday night. And there's a lot of things you can do to revamp or to bring the sexy back into your life. And it's an I say maybe be more positive more often.
Meaning what
You know,
exactly?
if
when
you're
you
a
say that?
negative Nelly, nobody likes a negative Nelly. Nobody gets turned on by a
Yeah.
negative Nelly.
That's something both partners can help each other with.
Yes.
Simple things like, "Oh, what a horrible day. Why do I look so bad? As opposed to, it's not too bad out, and I've got quite a few
feeling
things
okay.
going on for me, yeah. Right? That little shift
Little things.
that sends out a different energy to your partner when you say that. When you're positive about yourself, they pick up and they're like, you know what, you do look good. You are looking good. Love the hair.
And why not say to your partner, damn, baby, you looking fine today.
Don't let them get LASIK. Don't let them get LASIK.
You looking like fine wine, baby. How you doing?
In wine. And let's do 69. Let's move right along.
Fine
Get the
wine at
mojo
69.
back.
Nothing's wrong. You see, nothing is wrong. Why not compliment each other, though?
Yes. Cookie, oh boy, chat room. Cookie goes, you could have a good body, but if you stink, it's a wrap.
Oh, my God. So true.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you, Cookie. And we have 4725 says, Don't want to lose sexy, work at it daily. I've learned this in my marriage as I'm only married a year. I made a decision to keep sexy in. Laugh out loud.
I love it. Thank you so much, Anon.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Anon. So what else can you do to step into your sexy, Michaela?
I don't know. Like for me, I think that we become so bogged down by the day to day that we forget to add a little bit of foreplay, mental foreplay in the day before you get home.
Yes.
And 5 years in, 10 years in, sometimes you lose a little bit of that sexual foreplay, and sometimes you just gotta go in and get it in. And the foreplay is what makes the world go round.
And
a little text during the day, maybe.
Yes. I was just going to say, for a woman, when does foreplay start?
Foreplay starts in her mind, first thing, way before you get into the bedroom.
Gentlemen.
Way before you get into the bedroom.
Could you repeat that? When does foreplay start?
Starts.
Say it slowly so the
Okay.
dumble heads out there of men that we can be, and we all have been right here. I've done it many times.
Yeah, boy!
Say it loud, say it proud, and say it slow.
Say it loud, say it proud. Foreplay starts hours and hours before you get into the bedroom. Hours.
So,
to get a woman's juices flowing, it is a mental thing. More often
if
than
I'm
physical.
hearing you correctly,
Yes.
foreplay starts when I'm at work. Foreplay starts by me sending you a little sexy text to say, hey, you looked amazing this morning. Hey, I can't wait to see you later. Hey, I just love the way you smell. Hey, I think your skin's incredible. Hey, I love the way you look at me. Whatever it is that...
A little text, a little voicemail.
A little voicemail. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Do that low and raspy voice that we like when you guys do. The one that you have first thing in the morning.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? First thing in the low raspy voice. It can even be a quick little email.
A little quickie.
A quickie little email. What do you guys do in the chat room to get your partner's juices flowing before you get into the bedroom? We want to know. My favorite thing is like a little sexy text or a voicemail because I like to hear my significant other's voice. What do you like? What gets you going early in the day, like before you get home?
What gets...
As a man.
What
gets you going?
Well, to your point earlier on, appreciation is huge.
So that's sexy to you?
Of course that's sexy to me.
Like, honey, thank you so much for doing...
Yeah. Thank you so much for working so hard for the family. Thank you so much for thinking about me throughout the course of the day.
Yeah. Honey.
Thank you for taking me out this weekend. Simple things, simple thank yous go a long way.
Little appreciative things.
They go such a long way.
Feel good.
You listen to any relationship that's been around for 20 years, 30 years, and there's passion. Both parties appreciate, love, and respect each other, and they know what lights the other person up. Now look at a relationship that's around 20, 30 years, and there's no passion. They've taken each other for granted. They're not even... They sit and they face away from each other when they're looking at the beach.
You're right. Body language, right?
Body language. Their arms are closed. They're not looking. They're being disrespectful. They're just not present.
The
with
couple in the restaurant that never talks.
Speaks. Yes.
Have you guys seen that couple?
Yes.
You're there 2 hours and you're there having a time, drinking some wine, etc., etc. That couple has not spoken to each other in 2 hours.
Yes.
What's the moral of the story today, my darling Mark Logue? Because we've talked about a lot of content today.
We have.
What's the moral of the story for our listeners and our viewers? And then these next couple of shows are going to be about these things.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this more. So, your mojo, Michaela, your mojo is yours to keep. Your mojo is yours to grow. Your mojo is yours. You bring it into the relationship. It's not about the partner. It's not about that they got fat, they got heavy. The mojo is yours. You keep it. You bring it. You're conscious with it. You make a decision around it. You be the best you. That relationship's not going to go south. That relationship will blossom, will always be sexy, will always be passionate. There will be amazing sex. There will be sex in different places. There will be sex all over the place for years to come. Look, I have very good friends. I won't mention their names. I've been together for years or 19 years now. They have 4 children. These two get it on all over the place. Because
after that many years, huh?
After 4 children, 4 teenage children, you know, and they made that decision. I asked him, I said, what's your secret? What's your secret? He goes, I just listen to her. I love being with her. And when I'm with her, I'm with her. That's the one thing he said. When I'm with her, I'm with her. And that hit me like a ton of bricks.
So the moral of the story for today's show is this. If you want to bring your sexy back, you can.
Yes.
It 100%. Is a personal choice. And if your relationship needs rekindling, so then get to it.
Rekindle.
Get in there.
Get the light going.
Get in there and get that energy flowing again. We just want to say thank you so much for those of you guys who were with us in the chat room, and for those of you guys who are listening through your smartphones and on your iPads and on your tablets. Thank you so much. We have been having amazing reception from you guys, and I know it's summertime and mostly people aren't even home on Monday nights.
Yes.
But we've been getting a great response from you, and we feel really super good about that. And what we want to bring to you every week is the things that we are living every day and the things that you are experiencing every single day, but maybe with a little twist.
Yes, with a little twist.
Maybe with a little twist added. My name is Micaela.
And I'm Mark.
And this is Mark and Micaela Online. We are here every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on the hottest and the most transformational internet radio station on the web. This is nightlineradio.com. Our show is a show about life, love,
and everything in between.
And make sure you keep it locked right here next week. We will see you next week for part 2 of our Getting Your Mojo Back. We will see you next week. Take care. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. We love and appreciate you.
I'm feeling sexy and free.